I've been thinking or hung up on today about whether or not we matter. And I say we when I'm actually specifically talking about me. How do you know that you matter? I've just spent the past entire day, I think, learning from my dog Blue how much she matters, or how much she demands to be mattering, if that's a word. She wants to know that I continually notice that she is bored. Polar vortex, not able to go and run around outside. She's incredibly disappointed that this world isn't today up to her satisfaction. So she gets that. She intrinsically gets that, or because she was, brought up in a house of showing her continually how much she matters, that she's not ever forgotten it. Whether, we come into this world with that or not, I don't know. But you take a baby and you either prop a bottle up or you hold them and comfort them and give them all the things that they need. Those are your options, because as a parent, yes, is it supposed to happen that you're supposed to do that for your child? Those are the quote unquote rules. But who follows up to make sure those things are done? Nobody. Not usually. There's schools and social workers and all that, but it's got to be pretty damn bad before they get in there and do that. So if it doesn't happen, a child finds out or discovers or is taught or believes or is born with, I don't know the story yet, that they don't matter. How does that equate to their lives, to their choices, to how they perceive their world, how they perceive their interactions with other people? How much does it matter that they don't think that they matter? I say a lot. I say it impacts everything. I say it changes the dynamics of how they relate in the world, not only with interacting with other people and with the to-do things, jobs and houses and families and whatever, but also impacts with how they relate to themselves. Do they think they matter? So what does that do in terms of their choices about taking care of themselves or not taking care of themselves? Suicide. All the different problems, drug abuse, alcoholism, abuse of other people. If you don't think you matter, how much do you think other people matter? So if we're really thinking about how to change the world, because so much conversation about how much the world sucks, if we're really talking about how to change it, then people have to matter. So do dogs and the planet. It all has to matter. And the only way it's going to matter is if we make it matter in our actions, how we interact with each other, how we treat those around us, how we treat ourselves. And if somebody taught you that you didn't matter, and you believed that meant that life, if we thought of life as a presence, if we thought of life as a spirit or an embodied, non-embodied human equation, then we would think that life thought that we didn't matter. And so if life, that's your perception, that life doesn't think you matter, then somehow it becomes important to tell yourself, teach yourself that that's not true, that you do matter. And that just because life isn't showing that doesn't mean it's not true. Just my thoughts.